All right, folks, welcome back. We're now in our top 3. We've had one player eliminated after an incredible set. And now, I mean, all eyes are on Curry after that set against Pelly. You have to wonder. You really do have to wonder how far this one's going to go, because it does not show any signs of slowing down. Curry is playing with momentum, Joycey.
Yeah, and the thing is in particular with this is that Curry's beaten Luugi before, in arguably maybe in circumstances where he doesn't have as much momentum. You can see here just a bit of a warm-up, so we'll leave them to it. And we'll just carry on talking.
What is going on?
I mean, CurryGovernor doesn't have a Lucario, guys. I'm just putting that out there. It's pretty good.
You cannot tell me anyone has a Lucario. That is a goddamn lie.
No, it's real. I promise.
I refuse to believe it. Until I see it, I refuse to believe it.
But certainly,
ask him.
Curry, I feel as if at this point, when you break past that bracket demon of yours, you're right, the sky is the absolute limit. And how far can it go? And I really want to talk about the fact that I was not necessarily worried, but I was thinking, you know, it's the end of 2022 Smash, and it felt like one region dominated the UK, the continent, the world, the east of England.
They had this year. They had.
And there was a real potential here that we were going to start off 2023 with the status quo, with an EOE top 8, with blooming Grands, and 2 and 3 fighting each other just for a shot, just for a morsel of what Bloom can do. But, Jude, Jermaine is here to change things.
He's here to change things. Look, we talked about how he took sets off Luugi before, but recently every set has sort of gone in Luugi's favor, the same way it's gone for Pelly. But we are saying that here and now, this is a different CurryGovernor. I believe that with the pace, with the momentum that he's playing with, that there could be serious fire he's bringing to the table here, and potentially North, who took home the last circuit finale we had.
Yes,
they
could take home the second.
It is definitely on the cards, because we have talked about it a lot, but I do feel like taking a 3-0 win of all things against someone that kind of really sort of just destroyed the mental in winner's side is a very big thing.
Oh, it's huge.
So Curry must be feeling sort of very good about sort of having been able to do that. But I think all 3 of us know that Curry is someone that always believes in his own strength anyway, never believes that he is ever out. You know, he may sort of face sort of a sort of road bump, you know, that being Pelly, but kind of always knows that he can get over it. You know, and that's what he's proved. And now, with this kind of momentum, this sort of mental that he knows he can sort of make the run, and he's now facing someone as well that he has beaten before, and certainly Cloud Luigi is not an amazing matchup for Luigi. Having range on a sword it's a big thing, but yeah, Curry must be feeling not too bad about this. Like, Luugi's strong, but CurryGovernor, certainly, you know, this is a good set for him.
You're right that it's not great for Luigi Smar. My only concern is that all that momentum, all of that brilliant mental can, for a player like CurryGovernor, fade sometimes with one Luigi grab.
Yep, just like that. Just like that.
Just like that.
But the stock is still there, and that is a vital, vital difference. There is, don't get me wrong, the momentum is slowing, but it's definitely not stopped just yet. And we did see this in one of the games against Pelly, but unfortunately, not going to be able to get an early kill. Instead, Luugi going to take that first stock in fairly standard fashion with the up smash. And Smar, how are we feeling here?
Certainly, I mean, that was a quick stock, and this is kind of what I was going to get to later. Because, yes, Curry is feeling good, and yes, this is definitely a sort of matchup that, you know, he will be sort of slightly happy about. But Luigi is a character that, of course, does capitalize on just taking stocks very, very early. But I feel that sort of you have to understand in this real matchup that you might just see your stock evaporated, that it might just disappear, and you almost kind of have to just sort of sigh and move on.
Yeah. Pretty much that, Smar. Right now, CurryGovernor just has to relax, realize what's happened, and take this stock slowly, surely, confidently. But Luugi is just not letting him. He's always answering back with something, and what looks like potentially an even game is still a 68% deficit. Although, Joycey, he does have limit. What can he do with this?
He can try and get a combo started. Unfortunately, just getting that blade beam shielded. And I must admit, I feel there is another shift in like mentality from Curry. I feel as if in the winner's side of things, we were seeing a bit of sadness. I feel like we're seeing some anger here, Jude.
I mean, we saw him smile. We saw him smile about that, but it's absolutely just fake. I would be faking it. Look, that plunger is a demon. We talk about Luigi grab. It's not just the grab. His Zair is just his best move in general. It edge guards like that. It leads to grabs like that, and it leads to upbeats like that in the end with that combo. This character is truly the momentum killer. We racked it on about how he's got so much passion, he's got so much fire in his play. But when you get Luigi grabbed, all of that fades into a balling pit of rage about how the fact that you just died at 100 when you were at 0.
It's so tough because, as we said, your stocks just evaporate. They just disappear out of nowhere, and you kind of just have to understand that. But when it's your last stock as well, that's when it becomes sort of, the issue. That's where it's like, oh, for goodness sake, my stock literally just got wiped. This game was just not in my hands. And I feel like this game 2 is where things are going to get interesting, because we're going to see what kind of shift Curry can make, or if Luugi is just going to continue that sort of dominance that we saw in game 1, Joycey.
I think it's really difficult, though, because it felt like that last stock was lost because Curry was just like 2 or 3 pixels away from correctly doing it. However, we are seeing the fact that CurryGovernor has been through hardships at this tournament and has come out on top. And Jude, he's not going to let anything stop him right now.
No, he really isn't. Look at all of these swings. Look at all of the damage he's managed to rack on in such a short amount of time. It's all because he just reset. I don't understand how it's CurryGovernor. I'm not used to this, but he just reset. Said that game happened. Game 2's a different game.
Oh my goodness.
But stock 2's a different stock.
Wow. That was genuinely a beautiful conversion there from Luugi to find that stock there with the down B of not even sort of just the smallest little things. And certainly Luugi, yes, he's down, but again, we all know what Luigi can do. And Curry, you can see that he's very much fiending for the stock here. He's trying to run away, but you just get grabbed. But he does avoid the death, but you still, it still took 69%.
He got aerial up B instead of grounded up B, so it led to less percent, less damage, and absolutely not the stock at least. But this tied up so quickly and is still not escaped Luugi yet as he clings onto that second stock with perfect DI.
Just trying to get anything started. We've already seen an up smash golf swing come out from Cloud, and again, these little small hits, they add up to so much when you're playing against Luigi. And are you going to be able to live this? No, you are not.
Such a painful conversion, but Curry does even it right back up, Joycey.
This is so vital. I cannot emphasize right now how vital it is. Having to get a reverse 3-0 against a player like Luugi and a character like Luigi is the steepest uphill mountain that anyone could even imagine to climb. Jude, this is tense.
The bad news is he can still get grabs. The good news is he can't get grabs anymore and die. The bad news is now that he is getting destroyed.
The bad news is he still gets upbeat, takes triple digits, and dies to a downbeat. No, not quite. Spoke too soon.
Hold your tongue.
Still hanging on. But it is a scary position here. Curry definitely gonna have to play out of his mind, but the grab comes out. Luugi delays the downbeat a little bit, just trying to catch an air dodge or something from Curry, but it's not enough, and Curry is fighting back here. Joycey.
This is just so tense. I mentioned it was tense earlier on, but it's gotten even more tense in the meantime. Just any small hit from Luigi, any miss-spaced aerial, any whiff DI is going to be enough to do it, but Curry is climbing back, and limit is here. If you've got a chance, it's right now.
Luugi has up smashed about 10 times in a row, by the way. He's taking this for laughs, but CurryGovernor's not. As he looks for the stock, does he get the air dodge read? Does he get up smashed? Can he find limit? No!
He's still hanging on, but our shield is looking very low, and unfortunately, you cannot avoid the boots to the face. Curry brought that so close. But when you are fighting an uphill battle like that, there's only so much you can do.
He was dancing, and he just lost his footing, unfortunately.
Yeah. It was genuinely that close. You know, just slight timing on the cross slash. That's all it would have taken to take that game away. But now this, I mean, Joycey, you said it perfectly. This is where it now gets very, very tough. You're 2-0 down. You've been close both times, but you gotta reverse 3-0 to take the set against a character that very much evaporates your stocks.
The good thing is for Curry is that that last minute was pretty much all in Curry's favor. It was a real hot comeback, even though, you know, you're getting these stray hits here and there. It wasn't one big conversion. It was 6-7 neutral wins in a row. And we can see it already, be it a slight lead, but still a lead in the favor of CurryGovernor. Just being able to carry that momentum, get out of Luigi's shenanigans, and just try and get this first stock before Luugi can. However, it's looking a little bit dire, Jude.
He had the DI for the down B and got hit by the back air, which put him on the ledge, and Luugi's just reset that situation again, putting him on the ledge. It's so difficult here for CurryGovernor, even when he finds that up smash. Remember, he had such a lead game 2. I'm sure it must be weighing on his mind that he has to just play better somehow than he did last game, and how hard that must be when he's already playing so well, and when Luugi's kind of taking him for jokes.
I mean, this is where actually Luugi becomes almost his most dangerous, is when he's having fun. Yeah. And he's always having fun, and especially when he's 2-0 up as well. He's smiling, he'll go for these silly options like that side B, and sometimes they will just work, and you kind of, makes him slightly less predictable. You can't really work out what he's going to do because there's no sort of real game plan. It's just kind of like, yeah, I've got the stocks to play with. I can do really what I want to do. But that said, Luugi is currently down here. He's got those 2 stocks, 72%, and Curry is certainly looking for this kill. So Luugi is gonna have to find this, you know, this combo somewhere, this damage, because he needs to find a stop before Curry takes it away.
I want to say Luugi is the inverter of expectations smart, as he's doing right now. And you know that little fun thing he does, all these teabags and taunts? He doesn't do that in friendlies, by the way. I've played him. He doesn't do that in friendlies. He brings it exclusively to bracket. And somehow, it just works out for him. He's an enigma at times. At the worst of times, he's still such a formidable wall to break through, and CurryGovernor doesn't have the tools right now, and almost didn't have the stock to win the game, Joycey.
Just giving Curry a second lease on life, and now outside of that horrendous 0 to death range, this could be a good chance for Curry to get back into it, but we're seeing 30, 40, 50%, a little bit more from Luugi with the dash attack, trying to end it all with the edge guard, and there it goes.
And that really is it. That is sometimes the matchup. We talk about it being, you know, not too bad for Cloud because he does have that range, but sadly it is also, you know, you've got that Zair from Luigi, and it does definitely, you know, just make Cloud's life a whole lot harder when you can't really get back all that easily anyway. So Luugi does take that one with 3-0, but I mean, what a run from CurryGovernor today. 3rd place, stopping the all EOE top 3 as well. Certainly, I know he'll be wanting more, but this is a return to form to CurryGovernor.
He left with a smile. He left with a smile.
Exactly.